Hello everyone, this is Animation 4. Welcome back to some more FTB Resurrection. We are here in the Void World to do get down to some serious business. Yeah. So, I got a ton of quartz, right? It's all thanks to this pulverizer right here. What's it called? Ender Quarry? Totally forget the name somehow. Just left it running, pulled up stuff, and somehow it managed to pull up like a stack and a half of quartz, which pulverizes down to like this much. And all this gets sifted, and I get quartz out of it, but it sifts super duper slowly. So yeah, slowly gaining some quartz. I don't think I've done any work here that I have to show off. I made this thing. It looks pretty. Ooh. So, in Dimension 16, I've been doing some stuff, and if you can't see the minimap, there's like a glowing square. It's green, but it's actually blue and red and yellow. So I spent a ton of diamonds and made a whole bunch of controllers just for decoration. Yeah. No, these are Futura blocks from Chisel 2. They're basically meant to replicate the controllers. They only do one color though, as this has like, you can see there's two colors. Game. So it's like one of the colors is a little bit behind in the cycle, so it looks a little bit more colorful, whereas this is just one solid color the whole way through. So I got this big box here. This is going to be kind of like the crafting room for the ME system, because right now all we have is this. This is what I've been using for all the ME type stuff. One drive, one tiny little 4K crafter, and that's it. A few of these molecular assemblers, like 4 of them. That's not enough. I need more stuffs, and that stuff's gonna go over here. What I'm gonna make the front of this look like, though, I actually had a pretty good idea. Bang, just like that. This little square thing with the three squares, the squares with the squares. But the thing is, if you actually count the pixels on this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. It's even. This is odd across. So it's like, how am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to do it like this. Oh, also, for the white, I made these. I basically took white quartz and colored it white. See how white it can get. Hopefully it looks decent. So basically, I'm going to do... Find the center. This is the center. It's kind of hard to see it right now because it's nighttime. But here would be the center square. And I'm using these notches. Yes, these are notches. The little ones are nooks. These are notches. So I can actually place a 2x2 of the notches, and it's the size of a regular block, but it doesn't have to be on the axis. So I can do this. And these are chiseled redstone blocks that are also cut up into notches. And also chiseled to look like this. I'm not sure if I like that chisel though. I might change it. For right now, that's what I'm going with. And then there would be 9 of these squares. I'm definitely going to need to go get more quartz. But that is the plan for the front of this. And I hope it looks cool. I might change out the redstone because it's a little... I wanted it because it was untiled. Where you see this is like tiled. You could see the difference between everything. This is kind of untiled because it's all shrunken down. But I'll have to play around with it and see what I can get this to look like. But yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so these ones, not that good. I went with the large redstone blocks. They are tiled, but I think that actually looks better. I have the last 3. Boom. Just to show you how perfectly I calculated out how many I needed. Exactly 32 blocks of redstone. Which I guess makes sense. It's a tile thing. Need 4 of them, so redstone block covers 2 of these pluses. yeah, makes sense when you think about it. So there it is. I might add this little dark rim around it. I don't know how that'd look. I think it'd make it stand out a little bit more from the other whiteness. And it's raining and annoying. I should have really slept when it was raining overnight, but I did not. So now it is raining on our big room. And in, because there's no roof yet. It's just a front right now. But that looks pretty decent. Right. This is where all these went. I like picked him up and it's like, do they like not always come back to you? I'm just gonna get rid of them. So I had to like make entirely new redstone blocks. So yeah. That is that. Might make a few more tweaks here and there, but that's probably gonna stay as the front. And for the roof, slabs, laboratory brick slabs, which I have a few more. Actually, okay, I think I know what I can do. See, I want to make these whole blocks just so I can use this thing, just drag it out. But if these were whole blocks, you'd be able to see it here. So what I can do instead, this, I'm using these fuzzy blocks on the pillars for the corners. Just to give it a little bit of depth, even though it has some. So what I can do is take some of these fuzzy blocks, cut them in half, and lay these across the top. They don't combine. That stinks. I'll just see what that looks like anyway. I'm not going to be looking at the top too much. But that fills in that gap. A little strange, but it works. And then I can just take plain old enameled laboratory blocks, and yeah, I just toss those. I know. Oh, where? And just lay these for the roof. These don't tile. I'll think of something for the roof, but yeah, they're gonna be whole blocks. Alrighty then. I have a wild boar here. Bye. So I've been doing some building. I decided on what I wanted for the roof. Okay, so it looks like this, but you have to actually look at the side of these. It's these tiny tiles. There's like one big one. These are the tiny ones. The reason I'm using these just is because of the top. You don't even see the side. You just see the top of them and the bottom, because it looks really nice. That looks like a nice roof, doesn't it? Yes, of course it does. So one more thing I want to do real quick. This should be pretty neat. Do this. Do this. This path down the middle. So simple. Just like that, there's a path down the middle. So, what I want for this building is kind of a 2-floor system. So there'd be stuff on the first floor, you go up, there'd be stuff on the second floor, and there'd be a ton of like wires and stuff in between. So yeah. So the entire thing itself should be like 15 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. We have 16 blocks to work with. So if I make the middle 2 blocks, is 2 blocks enough? Then I could give 6 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here would be that, and the next floor would go here. So the next floor would be made out of these. Once again, chopped up into slices. So I gotta make sure I could fit cables between the floors, because this is gonna be a heavily wired building. There's gonna be a lot going on behind the scenes, so to speak. So this would be the floor of here. You'd stand on this. This would be the roof of the other one. You have this much space in between. So I could bury some wires underneath without having it to go down to the next floor. The only problem is I can't builder's one this. So every little thin block has to be monotonously placed exactly on the tiny square that is the other one. And I gotta do it twice. Oh, that's fine. If I did these walls, I can do it. These walls were a pain. So yes. that is the plan for this building. Now in terms of what I want on the floor, I want the first floor to be anything I need access to easily. It makes sense, right? So the things I would need the most access to would probably be the drives, so I can like add stuff to them. And what else? I don't think actually I might want to access the crafting CPUs so I can like see the crafting progress. And then up here I would put the whatchamacallit, molecular assemblers. Those go up here. That's pretty nice. That way, I will have a way to get between the floors, but I won't really need to ever go to the second floor. Which is also good because that means the second floor can be as inefficiently spaced as I want. It doesn't need to be designed around me having to walk through it. Whereas the bottom floor, you see I put this path down the middle. I'm going to separate the building into two sides around this path. There's going to be a wall here. Behind this is going to be rows of drives, kind of like you'd see in a very large server room. You just see rows and rows of whatever the drives are with the main hallway, that kind of thing. That's the kind of look I'm going for here. I'm hoping I can pull it off once I get this floor done. But yeah, building with these micro blocks. Great for saving materials, horrible for saving sanity. Alright, all the monotonous microblock placing is done, and I should be good with microblock placing for a while now. So what I need here, hello, how you doing? What I need here is ender pearls, and some wool. 2 elevators, so we're going to go between the floors. Nice and simple, no need for a fancy staircase or anything like that. It's going to take up too much room. And obviously for this, I'm going to need P2P tunnels to connect everything up. Because, like everything else here, it's only connected to the main system through one single smart cable. The good thing is though, there's nothing else going to be down this way. So it has a direct smart cable access to the controller. So I could put 8 P2P signals on it, which means how much? Trying to think how much what you call it I can get. How many channels? It should be 32 times 8, so 256. That makes some sense. Oh, oops. So I'm gonna place this back. There you go. Got it. So now there's the elevator at the end of the hall. If I actually have to go upstairs, then I'm upstairs. And look, it's like the exact same, right? Whoa, this is definitely taller. What did I do wrong? Oh, this is 8 tall. This one's only 6 tall. Oh no, I messed up. Now, well. This top room's gonna need more space anyway. The attic. So, the quartz is, believe it or not, still sifting. I do have a bunch of it in here though. I got 87. A bit more. I don't need any of this stuff. 94 we got. So I totally forget what it takes to make the drive. I think it actually takes 2 diamonds, which is crazy. Yeah. That's 2 diamonds per drive. That's fine. That's fine. What do I have for diamonds? 28? I can make 14. Do I not have this recipe in here? I should put this recipe in. Processor. Make me one of these. And glass cable. Make me one of these. Right. Still only have 1 crafting CPU, so it has to wait for this to finish. Shouldn't take too long. I'm hoping. Right. You press this stuff down. Something happening? Anything? Nothing's happening. Oops. Is it done? Yeah, it's done. Okay, so now cable. This shouldn't take too long. Not long at all. So there. There. And iron. Oops, apparently that does them all. I thought that did the thing like it does normally, where it skips over if it's already there. Makes sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, it doesn't do that. Oh. Hopefully that doesn't take long. Yep, good. We got everything. Nothing needs to be pulverized. So we got this. And do I have any space for it? Because I'm definitely running out. A little bit, yeah. But one more space for a crafting recipe. The tile multi-part are these. I don't know why it's showing up not as the main thing. But let's just make 10 drives. Definitely gonna take some time. We're good. Okay, so that's gonna run. And you can hear the thing making fluix crystals and all that. Yeah. Next would be, I need some glass. So I need some kind of separation to keep these servers cool, I guess you could say. So what does chisel offer in terms of glass? I know I've used the barred stuff before. I just used it on the steampunk world. What else is there? There's bubble glass, there's borderless, streak, screen, Japanese, ornate Japanese, Chinese with golden frame. I might go with streak or screen. I think bubble is tiled. Bubble is like always there. But I don't know, I'll try it. Try it, see what happens. Glass. We also have the thickened glass, but that's too clear. Just give me sand. Just give me some of this. I can fire this up real quick. Oh, look how fast. So, these are all chiseled glass panes. So we get some of these. I'm just going to try out some, see what they look like. So the cool thing about this chisel is that it actually has the ability to chisel blocks as they're placed. Am I on the right mode? Yeah, panel. That's bubble glass. It's not bad. Oh shoot, I just did twice. The screen. This streak. That's actually pretty good. I might go with that. See, that's way too thick. I can't see anything. So this is the borderless. It's actually visible. This border's actually there. Interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely... I don't like this screen very much. I hate how it double clicks sometimes. I don't like this screen very much. It's a little too obscuring. So I'm either going to go with the streak or the borderless. Because it actually apparently does have a border. You don't get these back because they're glass. Unless you have a silk touch, and I don't. Yeah. So I'm going to make some more of this... I just broke this. I'm going to make some more of this glass and try it out with the drives that I'm going to have to put in place. How many of them are done? 6. Not bad, not bad. Stuff's still being made. So fancy. So fancy. Where's the redstone? There it is. Ooh. I always forget how cool this thing is. Just so seamless. Oh, wait. Building time. Okay, so this is what I just placed down right now. Oops. Yeah. It's on the right track. It's not really the right idea, though. I think I'm gonna have to do micro blocks for the glass panes. Just because they're not... I think I can walk through there. I can almost walk through here. They just... not too good. And when you... with these streak panes, there's no border at all, so you couldn't even see that the opening was here. So I had to put this in. I may end up having this here, but not with these panes. No, it just doesn't work well. But in terms of behind the glass, these drives look like they can go up to rows of 3 long. And I might do something along the lines of, like, I could do like 3 right here, and then probably 3 on this side. But to connect them, I'm probably going to end up sending the cable through the ceiling. Just because, well, there's nothing under here. That's the bottom block. But in the ceiling, there's plenty of space. And I could use the P2Ps to split the signals and send each one down one at a time to each of these. The thing is, though, these can each hold 8. So I want to optimize better, I guess. So what if... Put some of these back. Instead of doing it like this, I do something like this. This would be a space, and then maybe another set of 4 right here. Maybe no space. Let's try no space. I'm on top of the glass now. I can't even see the glass. It's good glass, it's a little too hard to see. The next one would be right here. And so the cable can run down the back, connect to any point on this, and it'll be able to access all 8 of them. And then you just have some cables back here, which looks pretty cool, I guess. And you have these nice tall towers of drives. Yeah, I'm probably going to go with that. It's pretty neat. And... So yeah, I think that just about does it for this episode. Unless I'm forgetting something. There's a cow. No, I think that's it. Next episode, more, not building, but more crafting and putting things into this building. Mainly the second floor is going to be a huge focus. I'm going to need a ton of those molecular assemblers and interfaces. Which means a lot of quartz. I'm probably going to have to go nether quartz mining, which I haven't done in ages. Well, but yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.